It's that classic story. Kid from the mean streets gets into a lot of scraps. Someone gets him to the gym to channel all that energy, and the next thing you know, you've got a world champ.
Mexico has Julio Cesar Chavez.
America has Foreman and Tyson. But the Philippines holds a lock on this line. Pancho Villa, Flash Elorde, Serafino Garcia, and the most popular of all?
Manny Pacquiao!
You probably know Pacquiao is the only boxer to hold belts in 8 divisions, one of the highest paid, most recognizable athletes in the world. But when he moved to Manila at age 14, he was homeless and broke. That all began to change in this neighborhood, where he found a small boxing gym and began his rise to the top. Now the question is, can I find it? The neighborhood has a disheveled layout, and although I feel like I'm close, few people seem to know where their very own world-famous boxer used to train, in a building that he now owns, in their backyard. Manny may fight at the MGM Grand, but his gym is pure RLT material, off the beaten path.
Sort of the mean streets, if you will. Hello, hello. How are you?
Oh, we're fine.
But not that mean, obviously. Check out this building. Notice how it's different from all the concrete and metal structures around it? It's because it's a Japanese garrison from World War II, still standing. It's impressive.
In the end, leave it to the kids to know where their hometown hero cut his teeth. They gleefully lead the charge, taking me down a small alley where, sure enough, I find the gym. Kinda what you'd expect. No frills, a little gritty, and reeking of testosterone-laced sweat.
How's it going? I'm Johnny.
Robert Barol.
Robert Verone, nice to meet you. Yeah, so you trained Manny Pacquiao when he was a young kid and he came up from the street. You helped him with his start. Can you teach me a trick or two? Okay, you tell me after if I have potential, if I can be a star. The next Pacquiao. Maybe. All right, I'm ready for this. I got my yellow shorts, lucky Italian yellow shorts under my jeans. I don't know about you, but I think these shorts say winner. Pow!
You are boxing short. Oh.
I don't need the shirt. Same.
I'm taped up and ready to go. At this point, I feel pretty comfortable sliding on a pair of gloves. Although the walking's been great, I still haven't had a solid workout after that long plane ride over to Manila, and I'm looking forward to a good sweat. Verone doesn't disappoint, putting me through a series of combinations, encouraging me to hit harder and move faster. Eventually, some defense gets thrown into the combos. Strike and get out of the way. Strike, evade, and strike again. Man, it feels good smacking those mitts.
I don't want to sound like a sissy, but my hands actually kind of hurt after that, despite the pad and everything.
This is perhaps the biggest revelation of this boxing training. Just how key footwork is. I find mine is slow and sloppy, lumbering. Now look at how the pros move their feet. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but my hands are accustomed to keyboards and beer bottles, and they're starting to feel a little raw. Maybe it was a foolish wish, but with a little cajoling, I convinced Verone to get in the ring with me. Before I call it quits, I want to slug it out a bit. But here's that footwork issue again. Verone has had a lot of fights under his belt, but either he's terribly overestimating me or he's being extremely gracious. I mean, I don't want him to knock me silly, but he could put a little leather on me. Instead, he puts on a defensive clinic. I chase him around, but I feel like Rocky trying to catch that chicken. The guy is slippery like an eel. Eventually, he does unleash a nice one to my face. I knew he was holding out, and I'm probably lucky for it. After a few more shenanigans, we call it quits. I'm not gonna catch him, and if he counterpunched, he'd probably lay me out. I'm leaving myself open like a 7-Eleven. I may be sweaty and grimy, but I feel like $1,000,000. I thank the guys, and I head on out. Time to move on. Hold on a sec.
Oh, I almost missed it. I got done with my workout. I was walking down the street and Robert yelled at me from down the way, and I guess Manny himself is showing up for an early training session for his fight in Macau with Rios.
There's a small language barrier here, so I'm not sure if I heard right, but I head up the elevator and find a crew has gathered.
I doubt anybody in Makati knows this is happening. Everybody in the neighborhood knows it's going on because he's the hometown hero and he's coming back to acknowledge his people. And so all his boyhood friends and family members and friends of friends, they're all pouring in right now. The word is spreading and it's exciting to feel that budding energy and to be part of it. Hanging out with the guys waiting for the entourage to roll through.
And sure enough, after a few more minutes, there he is. What an entourage. Caddy Escalade? Beamer motorcycle escorts? Legit! Manny warms up slow, but starts building the intensity as he goes on. It's still almost 3 months till his upcoming fight, so these are just the first baby steps of training camp. Nonetheless, can this guy go? He flows from one workout to the next, never short of breath, never losing a step. Remember how I talked about footwork? Manny is considered a master of the art. The whole time this guy trains, from beginning to end, he's bouncing like he's on springs.
Manny, you need a partner? I'm fast. I trained with your boy Verone. I trained with your Robert Verone. He's a good trainer. Taught me some tricks. I'm coming up. Yeah, I'd probably do better in the UFC than boxing. Too slow, I need to grab and take somebody down.